Have you ever thought about the hidden costs that are in your accounting firm's pricing strategy? I'm Loren Fogelman with Business Success Solution, and today we're diving into the topic that might completely shift the way you think about your firm's profitability. Because the overcosts aren't really about the overhead, they aren't about the software. It's that reasonable hourly rate you charge because you think it keeps you competitive. So let's talk about why that reasonable hourly rate is maybe costing you so much more than you actually realize. Well, let's say that you charge $150 an hour because it feels like it is market appropriate. It keeps you competitive. It's similar to what other firms your size and what you offer are charging too. So I just want to say that market appropriate $150 an hour for your firm is where you may be leaving money on the table. And it is also leading to lost opportunities. So here is the math that no one is missing talking about. The very first thing is those missed opportunities. So let's say that you're focused on compliance work, and at $150 an hour, you're just too busy to schedule that strategy session with an ideal client, high value client that you know you could help transform that person's business. And that working with that client would actually be a service that could be worth so much more than your $150 an hour, but instead you're stuck doing that low value work. So that is one thing, is that you're at capacity with these lower value clients, and as a result, you end up having some missed opportunities. The second thing that we're going to come to is delayed growth. This is where you've been putting off maybe investing in something because it takes too much time to implement. Maybe there's an advanced certification that you would like to have, or a training that could elevate your expertise, how you work with your clients, and command even higher premium fees. But you put it off because you just feel you can't afford that time away from your billable hours. So that is the second thing, is delayed growth. And the third one is the sacrifice of your personal life. Now, the way that I want to be able to share about that is, I recently spoke with Lisa. She's one of my clients. She has a solo accounting firm, but she went ahead and actually tracked how many interrupted dinners she missed over the last 2 years. And that total, 7 interrupted dinners. There were 7 times that she missed meals with her husband and her family, and she's just never going to get them back. And that is because she felt that her pricing structure forced her to prioritize value, working with clients' billable hours, as opposed to volume. So once again, she was forced to focus on volume instead of value. And that took time away from her personal life and time with her family. Something, once again, she will never get that time back again. Do any of those sound familiar? The missed opportunities, the delayed growth, or maybe sacrificing your personal time? And if you fall into any one of those three, this is what I call the value trap. The value trap is where your expertise is not what you're leading with. Instead, you're leading with your time, and you're measuring how long something takes. But your expertise is secondary. It's an afterthought. And there's no way that you're getting properly compensated for the value that you bring. The value is the transformation that you offer your clients. And that is totally secondary and maybe even hidden. So when that happens, where you're focusing on time instead of the value of your expertise, you are then losing the ability to talk about the outcomes that you deliver, because you're now stuck justifying your time. And that is not a benefit to you, and it doesn't benefit your clients either. So if you want to start to gain some awareness, here's a simple exercise I would like you to do. Go ahead and write down just one single high value activity that you've been putting off. You've been postponing, even though you know that it would be something that would make a difference, have an impact. And maybe it's something around developing a new line of service, spending quality time with your family, or going ahead and investing in some additional higher level training. So what would that be, that thing that you know you would want to be doing, but you've been postponing it? Now calculate what it costs you to stay affordable instead of prioritizing that work. Once again, calculate the cost of staying affordable instead of taking the time away today to invest something that you know will move your firm forward. And think about including in this calculation everything you possibly can: money, growth, family time, your own peace of mind. So those are things you want to bring into the calculation. And when you get that number, that's your real hourly rate. And it's probably a lot lower than that $150 an hour. So I believe now is the exact time to turn it all around and really make a change. And that's something that John did. He has a small team of 5. He generates about $400,000 a year annual revenue for his firm, but he was frustrated because he routinely found himself working 60-hour work weeks and charging about $175 an hour. And he was working that hard as the firm owner, but he felt like he was still barely making ends meet and getting ahead. His profit margins weren't exactly where he thought they ought to be. And he also couldn't grow his top line anymore because he was at capacity. So we talked about how to shift from pricing by the hour for his time to value-based price packages. And instead of maybe billing for tax preparation by the hour, he now started offering what we called business growth packages. And those packages included tax strategy, financial forecasting, and quarterly reviews. And those packages, which were value priced, now start at $7,500. As a result of doing this, and not just enrolling new clients in these packages, but his current clients that would really benefit, he started transitioning over. He was able to go ahead and reduce his workload by about 30%, and he doubled his monthly revenue. So think about, how would that make a difference for you if you can reduce your workload by 30% and double your monthly revenues? But the other thing is that he started attracting clients who valued his expertise. They wanted to get his insights regarding their tax situations and about how to be able to make some decisions by being able to forecast and look ahead and have those projections. So he was now growing his firm with those higher quality clients who wanted to really have that expertise regarding their tax situations, about their business growth. And he was no longer enrolling clients who were just shopping for the lowest price. So let's talk about this and your next step. Think about one change you can do to stop paying that hidden tax of undercharging. Maybe it is identifying a high value service you want to implement, creating a package for your services instead of charging for your time, or possibly even just saying no to those clients who you know are going to haggle with you over every single dollar. So it's time to make those changes. Now's the exact time to stop thinking about it and start doing it. If you know that you're ready to maintain, to be able to really have a new pricing strategy that reflects your value, then let's talk. I actually have 3 spots open this month for a value pricing strategy session. And during that session, we'll map out a plan to help you increase revenue, engage quality clients, and finally reclaim your time, because you deserve to have a firm that raises your quality of life instead of taking from it. If that appeals to you, go to businesssuccesssolution.com/let's talk to go ahead, get started, let me know you're interested, and secure your spot. Once again, I only have 3 sessions remaining this month, so don't wait. Go ahead and act now. Let me know. Let's do what's necessary to start raising the bar, up-leveling, and transforming your firm today. So you're going to walk away with the map to be able to stop undercharging and start building that dream firm that you deserve. Anyway, if this appeals to you, reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. And if there's anything that resonated with you, anything that you feel you are ready to start doing now, please let me know. I would love to hear what you took away from this. I'm Loren Fogelman with Business Success Solution, showing firm owners how to double their income working half the time.